Hi, we are Ballet Etudes of South Florida, and welcome to MCC Live to You cultural programming at your fingertips. Today, we're going to show you some of the basics of ballet, and our model today is Amanda, Ballet Etudes dancer. First, we'll start with the arms and first position for the feet. The arms in ballet have three basic positions. First position, which is arms round in front of you between your belly button and your shoulders. Then we have second position arms outstretched but always rounded, no higher than your shoulder level. Then we have third position arms above your head but slightly in front of you where you can see if you look up, not behind your head. So let's review. This is called preparatory arms, where you start any exercise. First position arms, second position arms, third position arms. Very good. Now let's show you the positions of the feet. Right now, Amanda is in first position, which are your feet together, heels touching, toes out. This is what we call turned out. Now, second position. Feet shoulder width apart. Now we go to third position, where one foot is in front of the other foot with your front leg heel in the middle of your back leg. Next, we have fourth position. In fourth position, your feet are one in front of the other, heel toe to heel toe. Now, fifth position. Here in fifth position is very similar to third position, except your front heel is right in front of your back leg's toe. So it's heel toe, heel toe. Okay? Let's relax and try all the positions together. We have first position. Now we do Tandu side, second position. Tandu, third position. Tandu, fourth position. And Tandu, fifth position. We do have one more position. It's called sixth position, which is just feet together, toes forward. This is what we call turned in. And sixth position is really for beginner ballerinas and later on for warm-up. But feet together is also known as sixth position. So now you've learned your 6 positions for your feet and 3 positions for your arms. Now we're here with Victoria as our model to show you the first in the series of basic steps using the positions you just learned for the arms and the feet. You may want to find yourself a bar, that's B-A-R-R-E, a ballet bar, to hold on to. And if you're a beginner, you should hold on to this bar with 2 hands. Victoria is going to demonstrate with just 1 hand. Victoria, if you will hold on to your bar, please. In first position, remember heels touching, knees straight, and Victoria has her arm in preparatory. She's going to demonstrate now a plie. Plie is bending of the knees. It's spelled P-L-I-E. And Victoria just demonstrated demi-plie in first position. Demi means small. Again, Victoria, a demi-plie in first position. Very good. Now go to second position and demi-plie in second position. Remember, demi is small, so just a small bending of the knees. Finally, third position. Demi-plie in third position. Very good. Since Victoria has one arm on the bar, she's also showing port de bras. That's P-O-R-T-D-E-B-R-A-S. Port de bras is movement of the arms, but that we'll get into later. So if we go back to first position, now we're going to demonstrate grand plie, which means big plie. And we go through demi, all the way down to grand, back to demi, back to stretched. Again, grand plie is a big plie. You pass through demi-plie, down to grand plie, demi-plie, and back to first position. Let's try grand plie in second position. You go demi-plie, and in second position, it is important not to go past your knees with your bottom. So you shouldn't go below the level of your knees. Victoria, if you could go to hold it in grand plie. Go demi-plie, hold the grand plie. See how she doesn't go past her knees? Back to second position. Second position grand plie can be tricky because of that, but as Victoria demonstrated, if you just stay at knee level, you will have a correct grand plie. Now, third position. As a reminder, in third position, you cross one leg in front of the other, where your heel is in the middle of your front heel is in the middle of your back leg. So we go demi-plie, down to grand plie, hold the grand plie, make sure your knees are facing away from each other, back to demi when you put your heels on the floor, and stretch. Very good. Now we're back with Amanda. You have learned your positions of your feet, positions of the arms, pliés, demi-plie, and grand plie. Every ballet class starts with pliés at the bar. Again, you should have a bar with you, and if you are new to ballet, have two hands on the bar. Amanda now is demonstrating with one hand on the bar so that you can see her feet, and the other hand is on her waist. Now we're going to show you Tandu. First, Tandu is spelled T-E-N-D-U, Tandu. And Tandu can be done front, side, or back. And it's as simple as Amanda just demonstrated. When you do Tandu front, you brush the floor and stretch your foot and point your toes. Very important in ballet to point your toes. Now Tandu side, you slide and point your feet and brush close. And Tandu back, slide to the back, hold the Tandu back. In Tandu back, your big toe should be on the floor. And now slide close to first. We're starting in first position. And then as you learn more ballet, you progress to third position and fifth position for Tandus. But for now, first position. And you can do Tandu to the right and to the left. So right now, Tandu front, you brush, make sure you stretch and that your ankle is stretched all the way, and point your toes as hard as you can and slide to first. Tandu front. And now we're going to flex, which means stretch the foot until your feet are not pointed, and point and slide to first. One more time, Tandu front and flex. Stretching out the foot. Make sure your toes are pointed away. Now you point your toes. First position, little demi-plie and stretch. Now we go to the side. Tandu side and close. Tandu side and flex. Point those toes to the ceiling. Tandu and first. One more time, Tandu side. Flex, point, close, demi-plie and stretch. To the back and slide to the first. To the back and flex. Point those toes away. Point and first. One more time. Flex. Point. First. Demi-plie stretch. We finish by going to the side one more time. Tandu. Close first. Tandu. And flex. Tandu. Close first. Tandu. And flex. Tandu. Close first. Little demi-plie and stretch. So what we just did, by going front, side, back, and side, is called en croix. That's E-N, separate word, C-R-O-I-X. That is French. In all of our ballet terminology is French. And when you do an exercise en croix, you go front, side, back, and side. And that was to one side, and now you can switch to the other side and repeat with your other leg. Tandu front, close in first. Tandu front and flex. Tandu and first. One more time and flex. Tandu and first. Demi-plie and stretch. Tandu side and first. Tandu and flex. Tandu first. One more time. Flex. Tandu first. Plie and stretch to the back and first. Back and flex. Tandu first. One more time and flex. Tandu and first. Demi-plie stretch. Tandu first. Tandu flex. Tandu point. Tandu flex. Tandu first, demi-plie and stretch. So now you've done a Tandu exercise en croix, right and left. Congratulations. We are back with Victoria. You just learned about Tandus. Now we're going to show you Jettes. Jette means to throw the leg, and it's spelled J-E-T-E. Similar to Tandu, but your leg comes off the floor. So first we're going to show you Tandu front again and close. One more time, Tandu front and close. So when you do Jette, you're going to brush and lift the leg, Jette and close, Jette and close. The leg doesn't have to be high. It's just slightly off the ground, what we call 45 degrees. So using your arms to demonstrate, close first. Victoria, show 90 degrees would be like hip level, but 45 degrees is half that. So show 45 degrees. A little bit off the floor, very good. Okay, now we go to our bars. Again, you should have two hands on the bar, unlike Victoria. But if you only have one hand on the bar, put your other hand on your waist so you can focus on your feet. We're going to, from first position, with your knees straight and your toes away from each other, remember that's called turnout, we're going to brush and show Jette front. Brush and first. Jette front and first. The brushing is very important. You might hear some of the brushing in the video because when you, anytime from a position to either Tandu or Jette, you should brush the floor with your toes. Brush and close. Also very important is to make sure your knees remain stretched and straight. So when Victoria does Jette front and hold, you see that her Jette leg, the knee is straight and the toe is pointed. And her standing leg, her knee is also straight and her toes are pointing away and turned out and close. Just like Tandu, Jette can be front, Jette front, and close. It can be Jette side and Jette back and close. So just like Tandu, Jettes can be done en croix. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to do 3 Jettes to each side. And when we learn Jettes, we're going to do the Jettes with the accent out, which means you hold the leg out before you bring it back in. So from first position, get ready. Jette front and first. Jette front and first. Jette front and first. Little plie, demi-plie, and stretch. Jette side and first. Jette side and first. Jette side and first. Demi-plie and stretch. Jette back. First. Jette back. First. Jette back. First. Demi-plie and stretch to the side. First. To the side. First. To the side. First. Demi-plie and stretch. And now you just did Jette en croix to one side. Before we go to the other side, one more step to learn with Jettes is piqué. So Victoria, Jette front and hold. Now demonstrate piqué. Piqué and first. Piqué is spelled P-I-Q-U-E. And it's just, with Jettes, it's just a light tapping of the floor with your toes. Your leg stays straight and your toes remain pointed. So Jette side, piqué, piqué, and close. Jette back, piqué, piqué, and close. One more time to the side, piqué, piqué, and close. Let's do our Jettes en croix with our other leg. Switching sides. From first position, we go Jette front and first. Jette front and first. Jette front and first. Plie and stretch. Jette side. First. Jette side. First. Jette side. First. Plie and stretch. Jette back. First. Jette back. First. Jette back. First, plie and stretch. Jette side, first, side, first, side, first, plie and stretch. Very good. Now let's do piqués with this leg. Jette front, piqué, piqué, and first. Jette side, piqué, piqué, and first. Jette back, piqué, piqué, and first. Jette side, piqué, piqué, and first. Very good. So to recap, we've learned our positions, our arms, plie, and tendus. Now we're gonna teach you relevé. Relevé is spelled R-E-L-E-V-E, and it's French, and it means to lift or to rise. So Amanda, in first position, show us relevé. You just go up on your tippy toe. This is also known as tippy toes. Lift your heels, your knees are stretched, and you're on relevé in first position. Now tendu side, second position, relevé in second position. It's important in relevé, both legs go up at the same time and at the same rate. back to second position, Tandu, and first. We'll go to our bar now to show with holding onto a bar. If you have just one hand on the bar, the other hand on your waist. Lift to releve, knees straight, and back to first. When you come down from releve, make sure you come down gently without any plopping so that you don't hurt your knees. Now Tandu side, second position, releve and down, releve and down. Back to first position. And we're going to show you a little exercise called rolling through to releve. You do plie in first position, lift your heels with your knees bent, then stretch your knees and you're in releve. And press down to first. Again, demi-plie, lift your heels, stretch to releve, press down to first. And now on the third try, demi-plie, lift your heels, stretch to releve, let go and see if you can hold a little balance, and back to first. We can in second position, Tandu side, lift to releve and press down. Lift to releve and press down. And that's without bending the knees. Now we're going to roll through. So demi-plie, lift your heels and stretch. Press down. Demi-plie, lift your heels and stretch. Press down. And on the third try, demi-plie, lift your heels and stretch. Let go and try to balance. Down to second position, Tandu, and first. So let's recap. We have demi-plie in first position and grand plie in first position. Now, second position, we have demi-plie and grand plie. Third position, demi-plie and grand plie. Back to first position, we learned Tandu front and close to first position, Tandu side, close to first position, Tandu back, close to first position. And now releve. Releve in first position, balance, first position, Tandu side second position, releve, balance, second position, Tandu first, and rolling through with demi-plie, heels up and stretch. Again, we can test our balance. And the same in second position, demi-plie, heels, stretch, balance. You have learned a lot of the basics of ballet, but there are many more steps to learn. And we hope you tune in next time to learn more ballet with us, Ballet Etudes of South Florida. We are here with Victoria again to show and demonstrate the next step that you will learn called rond de jambe. That is French for circular movement of the leg. Rond is R-O-N-D, de, D-E, jambe, J-A-M-B-E. And it combines our knowledge of the positions, of tendu, and of brushing the floor as we work. So again, we'll start with the bar in this step because it's difficult to do for beginners without holding on to the bar. So Victoria has her hand on the bar and her other hand on her waist. You start with, from first position, brush to tendu front, Instead of closing, now we're gonna move our leg to the side, drawing part of a circle on the floor with our toes, and continue to Tandu back, finishing that half circle with our toes. And now we close first, but we pass through first and continue to Tandu front. And we rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back, and now we'll close in first and do a little demi-plie. So that is an example of a rond de jambe par terre, which means on the floor. When you get more advanced, you can do rond de jambes en l'air, which means in the air. But for now, we're just gonna do par terre. Again, Tandu front, rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back. And when we want to do more than one, instead of closing, we pass through first. Rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back. And now we close in first and little demi-plie and stretch. Let's try it with our other leg. Hand on the waist or hands on the bar. Tandu front, rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back, and we're going to pass through first to Tandu front again. Rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back, close in first, little demi-plie, and stretch. One more time. Tandu front, rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back. We're going to pass through, keeping our knees straight. Tandu front, rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back. Close in first position, knees straight. Now we bend the knees in a little demi-plie and stretch. Very good. Now let's go back to our other leg for our next step. In first position, this is what we call passe. You pick up your working leg and you brush your toe along your leg up till your knee, and you are now in passe. And make sure that knee is open and the passe is turned out. Brush the leg down, back to passing through, back to first. Again, pick up your leg, brush along your standing leg. You're now in passe. Passe, your big toe should be touching your knee, and big toe all the way down to first position. Very good. Now with the other foot, switch sides. First position. Coupe is the position you pass through. You slide to passe. See how the toes are just at the bottom of the knee and your knee is pointed out. Slide back down, touching your standing leg the whole way to first position. One more time. Coupe, slide to passe, P-A-S-S-E, passe, and now slide down your leg back to first position. Victoria is demonstrating a classical ballet passe. You could show again, passe. Her knee is pointed away from her standing leg, turn out, just like in the positions. In other styles of dance, it can be turned in. If you can demonstrate turned in passe, it means the knee is pointing forward. But in classical ballet, the knee is pointed away from the standing leg, demonstrating turn out. Now we slide back to first. Very good. So, to recap, you have learned your positions for the feet and the arms, tendus, jettes, releve, rond de jambes, and passe. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You've learned a lot for your first time learning ballet, and we hope to see you again in our next class with Miramar Cultural Center.